meditation. Let me tell you a little bit how I conduct meditation for my students. And my students, when they becoming like a full-time students at the college, they require for daily meditation. And we do a group meditation once a week together for each semester. Each semester runs for 1 month. Sorry, not 4 months. So, we also do at the midterm. First, we give a brief kind of structure, and then they have to give a feedback at the midterm. Not midterm. Every 4 weeks. Sorry, every 4 weeks they have to give feedback. The format that we provide for them. Okay, do show this one, do this, do this, and then once we have all this information we put together, and then we don't want to stick with what we thought was good, and that when all the information, like for example last semester, right before I make this trip, all the information came, and of course some follow the structure, some doesn't follow the structure. But first thing, I'm not going to kind of, oh, you didn't follow the structure, so I'm not going to back it up. I just look at it into where they went, where they stuck, where they lost. What happened, how they started. Really to looking into what their own, to looking into what possibility into their own meditation way. Although we give them format, although we give them a structure, but we are not going to kind of like being very rigid into that format. So really to looking what we can see into their journey and really push more further and strengthen. So, and then of course, every 4 weeks when they give us feedback, their meditation, that feedback need to come through into their own daily, daily logs or whatever they do, their commitments and meditation in 20 minutes or whatever they're doing. They need to build it up, that as a summary of that. Okay. Because this field is very, we are trying to apply, I think, such a tradition in the early time. I don't think that okay, give me a feedback every four weeks later, and then, we're going to look at it. I think this is, we're trying to apply the modern methodology, how to understand each other. Really, the key things, first thing is we need to understand what individuals' challenges are. I think that's really the key thing in when they're doing meditation. What is their challenge? And what kind of method and information we have to provide to them to overcome. So that is our focus. Although we give them some kind of format, but we are not really stick with that kind of format. Our focus is to understand where they are. Okay. And then, of course, each semester, when it comes to meditation, we need to come out with a different format to looking, because we don't want to replicate the same thing, just doing the same thing, because this is a really new area to growing. All the scientists are doing lots of research, and we, the practitioner, also we need to adapt some of the methodology, but using our own understanding and bringing. Like for example, what I in my college in Portland, what I do is in previous semesters. Okay, meditation. like where I tell them is when you're driving in a car, you have a dashboard, okay? So first thing what you do is make sure you have enough gas and make sure none of them, saying like your engine need to change or, make sure these all are fine, and then you will drive. Of course, you have to have a driver's license and so on and so forth. But the main thing, the way to run that engine, so you have the basic integrate, I say, telling the signals. So for the meditator, we should have a kind of similar something like that to, some way to, in the car they don't have a telling that your gas is low. Then you drive and your car, your gas is finished in the middle of the road and you're stuck. But if you have that integrator to look at it, and then of course you'll be much more prepared. So basically, how we can be much more prepared before we're doing meditation. Not we're trying to prepare while we're doing meditation. That's a chaos and too complicated. So we came up, okay, let's, how are we going to do that? So to make a less chaos meditation, how we can prepare them well. And prepare, when you say prepare, or you do 100,000 refuge, or you do 100,000 mandalas. No, that's also true, preparation, but something practical preparation that, okay, maybe today is not the right time to do a meditation because you don't have the gas to do the meditation. Your fuels are totally gone. So some way to learning those things. So we kind of discussed it. So what we did it is, for one semester, what we did it is lots of trying to basically, I think we looked at into how they're strong, their inspiration to doing the meditation. Scale 1 to 10. Just give us some every day that we can kind of in the midterm they'll bring back all this previous 4 weeks was all the time I face my inspiration for doing meditation 1 to 10 scale is only most of the time it's staying into a 3. It's never going up. It's just giving examples. So, and then we also ask, okay, give some kind of scale during your meditation, your concentration. Give 1 to 10 scale for first 5 weeks. Give us some kind of basically we kind of looked at it in meditation is done by mind. So to able to meditate, we need to give a basic information of a mind, how they work, okay? And the basic information of a mind, actually, in Buddhist philosophy, there's a 51 mental factor, kind of quite a lot, but we just say, okay, we're not going to focus all the 51. We're just going to focus into the five mental factor. So we just, those 5 mental factors basically to, am I ready to do it? Today, I understand, my inspiration's not so good, so I won't going to expect so good meditation. It's the same like, if there's a thunderstorm and raining, and you weren't going to expect your flight will be smooth, although you can fly, but you expect some kind of bumpiness into the journey. In the same way, so students at least kind of getting where you are, right before you do meditation, where you are, what you're going to expect. Sometimes will be surprise will be there, but that doesn't matter. Something way to grounding. So we did this kind of how to, main thing is the inspiration for the, otherwise meditation, if there's nothing kind of joyfulness when you're doing, you feel pressure to doing the meditation, then pretty much is going to downhill because this whole, this is a kind of pressure, but it is sometimes I need to do it. Sometimes you feel like I want to do it, I'm grateful to do it, and sometimes you feel I have to do it. And the reason will be different things. Some reason can become a cause of, kind of pressure. So meditation comes through pressure. You're adding, I used to tell them, spiritually stressed. Okay. So anyway, those whole, so basically, as an individual person, when we do a meditation, if we're trying to do a meditation, let me put like a beginner, an intermediate, and maybe more advanced. Beginner practitioner, meditation practitioner, I think basically to able to taste the benefit of a meditation, something that you even able to relax your jaw, or, even feel that relaxing in your face. So the benefit that you feel, and that benefit you can gain, if you just don't necessarily you have to do a 6 years meditation or 3 years meditation. Even within the 45 minutes, the benefit, the change, the transformation, you're able to produce that within yourself. So anyway, beginner meditation, we're pretty much looking into that. Oh yeah, there is something different. It makes a difference. If I sit down and trying to kind of let go and being aware, and that's making, really difference. You can witness that transformation. I will say like beginner practitioner should, once you reach that, yes, you are kind of inside the meditation field. Now, into the intermediate level of a meditation practitioners, then what we're expecting is a consistent. Consistent means basically you can pretty much predict right before you're doing your meditation what's going to happen. You pretty much kind of see where you are going. Yeah. And so there's some kind of some more bigger perspective, more wider perspective into the individual practitioner. Having that as a way considered as like a intermediate stage, intermediate practitioner that pretty much, as I mentioned earlier, pretty much know all the indicators, inspiration, concentration, your wisdom, your mindfulness, all this, where they are, like what is liking, kind of getting all this brief understanding of that mind. And as much possible to have an unexpected surprise, not to have that kind of things in your meditation. Okay, so, and the advanced level of a meditation, basically, where I looked at it is to then having the specific object, like for example, Shine, the concentration training, you have a specific sets of where you want to go. And, basically trying to achieve in that state of mind. So, okay, so that's the kind of like the general kind of like a bigger picture